Hello YouTube and welcome back to a very spectacular video because the day that we are filming this is Halloween and I am going to be bringing you the greatest horror in all of gacha gaming, which is pulling for a man, because as you can see we do have the newest character here on the Wuthering Waves banner, and his name is Churen. And today we are going to be pulling for building him and testing him out all in one single video. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this video is going to be entirely about Churen. Number one, because pretty much the only reason I am going to be pulling for him is to help support another certain character that we have on our account, being of course Galbrina. And number two, I think he's more of like a support, mainly like focusing on echo damage dealing. So he's not really going, like obviously he can do some damage himself, I think as well, but I don't think his kit in itself necessarily has too much to showcase. But of course I do want to get him and I do want to see what he can do. So as you can see, 240 fates. You thought, because this is not my account, we are actually going to be starting this video out on someone else's account, being Frosty. That's right, we are going to be starting this with viewer polls, similar to how we did, like, you know, the Uno video. But of course this time it is not CS6. 240 polls, and I believe the pity, actually I don't even know what the pity is. I think it's been so long since Frosty is pulled on her account that we can't even check how much the pity is, but it is a 50-50. I do know that. So today we are going to be going for one copy of Churen, one copy of his weapon, and then if we have any extra left, we'll see how many extra copies we can pick up on this banner here. But of course, if you do enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. You can join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/antonychenn. But without further ado, it is time to bring Churen home with the very first 10 pull. Or not. Hold on a second. I think we can do something a little bit more special for him, right? I think we can do something spectacular for these polls. Wait, one second. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if we are going to be pulling for a blind man, I think there's no other way to do this than to be a blindfolded man ourselves. Editor, hit the music. I can't see anything. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the Churen pulls on Frosty's account in 3, 2, 1. First 10 pull. Put the blindfold on. I actually cannot see anything. Is this a gold? Oh my god, wait, it actually is? Did we get him? Oh my god, we got him! Wait, what was your pity? Wait, it works! It works! Oh my god, I knew we had it in us. Oh, wait, that's actually crazy. Okay, I think your pity must have been pretty high, but wait, we win those. We win those. Oh my god. Look at this. I told you so. If you want to pull for a blind man, you just gotta be blind yourself. This will make a great thumbnail right here. Watch this. I alone am the honored one. Actually, it goes like this. Okay, we take those. Oh my gosh. First 10 pull in. Okay. Let's move on. We still have 230 pulls here. Let's go with the weapon. I don't know what your pity is on here, but thankfully there is no 50-50. So the only thing we need to do is win this, right? Here is 20. I alone am the summoning one. Where did my mouse go? Oh my gosh. Look at that. That's all it takes, bro. This is all it takes. Why is the luck insane? Wait, this is crazy. 30 pulls? Was that 30 pulls? Hold on. I think we can go for more. I think we can go for more. You still have 67 left as well. 230. Are we going all in, Frosty? Is this the plan? Right here, right now? Come on, let's bring it home. Let's get some more. 200 pulls. I feel like you could at least get 1 or 2 more copies, right? We can get at least 1 or 2 here. Oh, I gotta put the blindfold all the way on. That's the only way we get the luck, right? Okay, I just gotta like listen. I gotta like listen here. Come on, come on, come on. Gold, gold, gold. What? No gold. Dude, I'm getting debated here. Boom. Okay, this should be gold. This should be gold. Yes! Okay, that's the gold sound. That's the gold sound. That's what we want. Another copy of Chiren, please! Come on! Oh, that does not sound like him. That didn't really sound like Chiren, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that was the 4-star. Not exactly the man we were going for. It's okay. You still have 160 more. You still have 160 more. Come on. Give me an early. Give me an early. Please don't tell me we got S0R1 in 30 pulls and then we're going to stay S0R1 with the remaining 230 pulls. Please don't tell me that's the case. Oh, no. We could still stop here. This is like building pity, you know? We could still stop here. Well, I guess we do now. Boom, baby, that's what we like to see. Okay, S1. You want to go for one more? You have 90 pulls left. This will get you 1 more copy, I think. Yes. All right, we gotta channel all the luck. It must be time for me to bring out my secret technique. If we bring blue, and if we bring red, and if you combine these together, what do you get? That's right. You get purple, which is a 4-star. Oh my god. Wait, I'm actually cursed. We should not have done Gojo. Oh no. Here we go. Please. Holo gold. I think that's a 4-star. Please. That's probably also a 4-star, right? 3 4-stars in a single multi? That's kind of crazy. Oh. But watch this. Actually, you can't because you're blind. Okay. Would you like to purchase one here? This is technically S2R1. Yeah. That probably could have been better. You know what? It's okay. Wow, that was pretty terrible. We should have stopped after S0R1. You can use the rest of the weapon pulls. All right, all right. 60. I think you can get another one. You want S2 here? Are you sure you don't want Zani's weapon? I mean, she's pretty cool, you know? No? No? Okay. Well, at least we can get S2R2. Might have holo purpled a bit too much here. All right, note to self. Never pull in the Gojo costume again. That is early, though. That's like 40. Boom. You're welcome. You want to keep... You have 17 more? I guess we might as well watch another one. Okay, I'll leave the rest to you. I'll leave the rest to you. Oh my god, that was cooked. We actually used up all the luck in the first 20 pulls. But it's okay. We can bring things back, okay? We can bring things back. We can bring things back here. We still got one more account to pull on, and of course, that is my own. So, you know, hopefully Gojo is out of cursed energy now. He's used holo purple like 25 times. Surely there's no more purple now. And it's all just gold. As you can see, my own account, we have 1500 Astrite, 2 pulls, and Lunite that I was saving for Chisa, but oh my god, it didn't even reset. Yeah, we're just gonna go for S0R1, I think. The only reason that I do need him on my account is just to buff Galbarina just a little bit. So, pity check. I believe this should be... Oh, we are guaranteed, actually, because we lost to Calcaro last time, right? Okay. We are guaranteed, and this is 52 pity. So, hopefully it won't take that much. Maybe just a single 10 pull, right? Watch this. Holo gold. Oh, it works! Oh my god. I am the honored one. Boom. Oh, he does this thing. He does the thing too. He does the thing. He holds it. Okay, we take that. We take that. We take that. Watch, a double. Okay, I'll take a single. I'll take a single. And... Ooh. Does he really need this? This can't be that good, right? Okay, there's a 20% Echo skill damage bonus. That could be good for Galbarina, though. Maybe like 30 pulls. I do want to save some for Chisa, you know, if I'm being honest here. Are we gonna... Okay, at least there's no 50-50, right? I think we are literally on 0 pity, though. Oh, this is gonna take more pulls than the character himself. I think we're up to like 40 pulls total. Yo, get this purple out of here, man. It's like 40. 50. Oh, no. I'm doing singles. Where's my gold? At the very least, better than Brand. He came home in 110 pull, and we can't lose a 50-50 here, right? Oh, for real, though. Where's my gold? Oh, my God. It's a purple. I knew it would work. I knew it would work. Boom. You don't even want to know how many single pulls that took, YouTube. Okay, okay, we take those, we take those, we take those. Not too bad, not too bad at all. I think that was like less than 100 pulls in total. So, you know what? Better than it took for S0R1 branch. Churen is home. Let's go. And I'll be honest, I got no idea how to use him. So, we got to find out. We're going to test him out. We're going to build him. And I guess, YouTube, I'll be back talking to you once we do have a final build. So, editor, make a really cool transition into the montage with this. Are you ready? Oh, I got it, I got it, I got it. All right, first look at Mr. Blind Man himself. Is he really blind? I mean, he looks pretty blind to me. Boom. Damn, look at that. Oh my god, he creates like his own wind too? He like puts his sword on the ground and he like senses around him. He's kind of aura. Ooh. And the cinematic pose. Yo. What the? What is he doing? This is a normal attack, bro. Why is he aura farming so hard on a normal attack? All right, then his E. Okay, a bunch of slashes here. Charge attack. Oh, he puts on his hat. Oh, they should have done the 2 cinematic bars as well. And the plunge attack. Damn. Dude, these animations are kind of insane. All right, how far can we take him here? I think we do have enough resources. Might need to go farm some world bosses, though. Hold E on exploration when he's in, like when he has his Forte build, or what? Oh, you don't need Forte? You can just hold E? Oh, what the? What is he? They should have given this to, like, Augusta or Yuno or something. All right, hopefully this, yes, okay. 37, if my math is right, at least. Watch this. Oh my god, he does it above land, too. All right, that's 80. And, oh my god. All right, +5, let's go. Online, if you want to, okay. Damn, this is giving me my first time ever co-oping, besides like an event. Actually, I might have co-oped before. How do I do this? I press co-op. Wait, currently in what? What do you mean? Maybe if I focus mode. Are you serious? If you haven't done the... I didn't even start this though. Okay, maybe I just have to start it. All this for 3 flowers, man. Okay, maybe that's it. You can't? Wait, that's actually insane. Okay, actually, I think we might not need. We only need 3 flowers, right? And some of these aren't marked on the map, like collection spots. They're just like randomly scattered. So if we just find enough of the actual flowers, it should be okay. Surely there's some that aren't marked, just 3. Oh my God, wait, there actually are some that aren't marked. That's 2? How is this spot not marked? Okay. There we go. There we go. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. And for you people in the YouTube video that are wondering why I didn't do the quest yet, it's because I was in China for a week and then I was at TwitchCon and I was also really busy trying to prep. So I didn't have time to do the quest yet. Okay. I'll do it in my own time. Okay. So I don't want to see the comments. Oh my God, he's not doing the quest yet. Anyways, level 90. And... boom, weapon 290 as well. That's not bad, considering we did 0 pre-farm for him. Well, I did farm some of the sword resonator materials, but 90 on him, 90 on the weapon. Echoes. Oh God, I don't even want to think about it. Let's do talents first. So he gets attack and crit rate. Oh wow, it's a crit rate from talent trees. All right, so just off of that already puts him at 37 crit rate. So yeah, you probably won't need that much crit rate, but we'll see what we can put on him for echoes. For the actual skills themselves, what is most important? I'm guessing forte, resonance maybe, and intro. Okay, I think forte for sure. Okay, so you actually don't need to level his intro. You just need forte and liberation, pretty much. All right, level 8, level 8. That's fine, right? That's good enough. I mean, the main reason I am pulling for him is just to buff my Galbrina anyway. So he himself probably doesn't need to be doing that much. We'll just keep it at level 8. Although... maybe just the forte. Maybe just the forte. This is probably the most important part now, though. What do we need to do for his echoes? So 5-piece Moonlit would actually be the best option if I really wanted him to just be a buffer, right? But I farmed so many of the Law of Harmony set. Like, I have 250. Moonlit is probably also going to be hella annoying to try to get. I mean, I have crit rate here. Although I think the 4 cost, you probably want crit damage. Okay, so for these, we probably go, what, like arrow damage bonus? And then the 1 cost would be attack. Do I even have any arrow damage bonus here? I guess that's the main thing. Answer is I do have the... wow, not many. Okay, you know what? I think we're just gonna go. I know it's not gonna be as much damage for Galbrina, but we'll just do Law of Harmony. And then I think this is the one you want, right? 12% arrow damage bonus and 12% heavy attack damage bonus. All right, I mean, we got 1 crit damage one. We might as well roll it, right? We'll keep it for now. We'll keep it for now. All right, and then for this one, I believe we do want arrow damage bonus. So we actually have a lot of these. So I don't think we will be ever struggling. Surely one of these will hit, right? Wait. Okay, that's disgusting. I mean, it's like not terrible. Okay, this puts him at 44.8 crit rate. He has 239 crit damage. That's not bad. And then I'm assuming we probably will want some energy on him. This is only 116 right now, so at least 1 more roll and preferably a high one, right? I believe we also do have enough arrow damage bonuses here. So hopefully we're not lacking on that front. Ooh, please. Ooh, crit rate, heavy, and attack. Why is it the lowest? All right, you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. All right, and then the 1 cost. Oh, wait, look, I have some leftovers. What the heck? Ooh, whoa. Why do I have this? Who is not using this? Hello? Nah, that has to be a mistake, right? I have that as just a spare. Do I have any spares of this? I guess. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Wait, this is HP? No, this is HP. Oh my god, I knew it was too good to be true. That is freaking why. Okay, I do have this one, but I don't know if this is gonna be as useful for him. Okay, I guess we do have to roll this. Oh boy. Okay, heavy and energy. No! You can't stop me. I will get the perfect echo, even though this is such a waste of resources and I should be saving this for Chisa, but... Okay, there we go. Now, just give me CD. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can't be for real. Please. Oh, okay, wait. I was about to fodder that. I knew something was up, though. And watch this. Energy. Oh my god, I need to do the honored one spin again. It's really kind of low rolls, but whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever. All right, you know what? Last ditch effort. I need to go in like 5 minutes to watch the Chainsaw Man movie. What? Just for you, YouTube? All right, hold on. One last try. Crit damn. Okay, we got 2. Okay, hold on. I'm rolling this. I cannot believe I'm using my precious echo modifiers on this. Bye, Chisa. Maybe I need to harness the power of Gojo again. Please, a drop. Okay, we gotta drop. Okay, it's the right set. Crit rate, crit damage, energy, heavy, and attack. That's all I'm asking for. Please. It's flat attack, whatever. Just give me crit damage. Oh my god, this game sucks so much. Okay, you know what? It's an upgrade over what we currently have, but 256 crit damage is insane. Just crit. Oh my god. I'll probably just continue to work on him over the weekend. Whatever, man. All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. As you can see, Churen is now officially at level 90, and let me show you what we are working with. For the build, as you can see here, not too shabby. We have 2173 attack, 134.4 energy regen, and 65 to 256 crit damage. He does have a couple of heavy attack rolls, which he needs, so he's at 28.5. But yeah, I think the main things that we really wanted to focus on were, number 1, reaching the 65 crit rate threshold, a little bit of crit damage as well as the energy regen. So those are the main stats. As for the weapon, as you can see, we did get his signature all the way up to level 90. Echoes, I did roll these. Now, unfortunately, I didn't want to use that many resources while I was building him, but dude, tell me why every single man in this game is so resource demanding, bro. First, it was Brant, and 10 months later, we have Churen here. Thankfully, these rolls are just a little bit better than Brant's, but obviously still could be improved. For the 4 cost here, I am using Fenrico. Crit damage with crit rate, energy, attack, and heavy. Unfortunately, missing 1 crit damage roll. For the 3 cost, I am using arrow damage bonus, crit rate, crit damage, some energy, which is nice. The other 3 cost is also arrow damage, crit rate, heavy, attack, and crit damage. For the 1 cost, we are using attack percentage, crit damage, crit rate with energy, and for the last 1 cost, crit damage, energy, attack, attack percentage is the main one. Unfortunately, also missing 1 crit rate roll here, but as you can see, I think what is probably preferred for his echo sets is going to be 3 costs of the, or 3 piece of the Law of Harmony, as well as 2 of whichever one gives him arrow damage bonus. But you can also obviously use, I think, Moonlit just to get some extra buffing. That's primarily what you're pulling him for, but yeah, a hybrid mix between these 2 is probably best for now. So talents, full skill tree upgraded. I did get his Forte and his Resonance up to level 10, and sequences 0, and it is most definitely going to stay at 0. Now, I don't think this is the best build in the world. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this build is even necessarily the best for what I wanted him for, which is, of course, buffing Galbrina, but he's still a pretty cool character, right? And I think he, number one, is really, really quick at generating his forte, as well as applying buffs and swapping out. And number two, he can do just a little bit of damage, so I decided, okay, you know what? I will invest just a little bit in his build, but yeah, for the most part on this showcase, this is the one that we are going to be settling on. Obviously, since this is pretty much going to be a Galbrina showcase part 2 as well, let me show you her updated build. I did go back after the previous Galbrina video that we filmed and rolled, I think, another extra echo. So as you can see, we're at 67.5 to 294 now, 120 energy, 25.9 heavy attack damage bonus. And I think the only thing that is different is probably, it's one of these. I think it's the one costs. I got a 6.9 to 18, whereas I think before we were using like a 7.5 to 13 or something like that. So we got an attack roll here, extra crit damage as well. And here are the other stats. If you are interested, you can pause. But Galbrina is still pretty well built. She is a very strong character. And hopefully, we will see her do a lot more damage now that we have Chiren. So we're going to start here on Tower of Adversity. If you remember in the Galbrina video a couple weeks ago, we also did do it on this exact same floor. So hopefully, you know, this will kind of give us just a baseline to go off of. Now, I'm not going to do Hecate again. I made that mistake last time. So we're going to go on floor 2 of the middle tower here. Obviously, arrow resistance decreased by 10%, so there's no more fusion resistance, I think, actually. But yeah, this should just give us a baseline as to, you know, what exactly we're doing. All right, and for this first showcase, we're going to go Shorekeeper, Galbrina, and Chiren. All right, rotation should be pretty simple. We're going to go Shorekeeper here, fill up her Concerto. Once we have that full, drop the ult. Here comes Chiren. Swap in. We're going to do a couple of basics with him just to get his forte up. We're going to ult, drop his echo sometime in between there. Use his forte here. 1, 2, 3. Tap E, and that should be all the buffs. We swap out now to Galbrina. Make sure we get everything with her. That guy's already dead. Make sure we get the ratings here. All right, E into the ult. How much does this do? 21k per tick. Oh, and the kick does 109k. Hey, yo! Now, unfortunately, Shorekeeper's ult did run off or wear off at the end there, but that's pretty good. That's more damage than she was doing with the Lupa team that we had. I think Lupa was like around 100k per hit, at least on the kicks there. But yeah, we saw 109 as well as 21k per tick. All right, E ult. 22k per tick there. And the kick, 112. Okay. That's what I'm trying to see, man. This is why I pulled for a man. Oh my god. The first man to not let me down on my account. And that was also like almost 80k from him too. Gotta keep that in mind. And oh my god, let's go. Now, I think the difference with Chiren's buffing compared to S6 Lupa is actually really, really marginal. If I remember correctly, with the S6 Lupa team for Galbrina, obviously that team's doing more damage because Lupa herself does more damage than Chiren. But Galbrina herself, I think the ult, the first tick was doing 25k, and then the other, you know, ticks after that for her ultimate were doing 20k. Whereas with Chiren on the team, I saw a max of 27k into 22k ticks, and then I believe Galbrina's kicks were hitting for like 97k-ish with Lupa on the team, whereas we saw like up to 112 here, right, with Chiren. So definitely a better damage increase on the part of Galbrina, but obviously if you have an S6 Lupa, she's probably going to be doing the most amount of damage on any team that you have her on. So kind of like, you know, a bit of a trade-off, but for S0 Chiren, for the purpose that we wanted him to be doing, that's pretty solid. And you know what? I think we're not even done here, because if I'm not mistaken, this isn't even the best buffing set for Chiren, right? This set is what allows him to do, I think, the most amount of damage technically. Well, obviously you would use 5p Sierra Gale, but for a kind of hybrid buffing slash damage, this is what's best for him. But if we actually just swap him onto a random Moonlit set here, Okay, there we go. Yeah, if we just swap him onto a random Moonlit set, thankfully he still does have 65 crit rate and 130 energy, so the build is actually just about the same. He's not going to be doing as much damage, obviously, but I want to see how much more buffing he can do to Galbrina, right? Pretty much exact same rotation. The only difference is at the end of this, we're going to Echo with the Heron, so let it be a lot of damage. That still did 45k. That's pretty good. All right, E ult into Galbrina. All right, let's see it. 28k with 23k per tick. And the kick, 111. And this guy doesn't even have the full multiplier yet. Oh my god, wait, was this actually worth it? Honestly, probably not, because I already had S6 Lupa, and this is like a 2k damage increase, but wait, still, that's not bad. Let's make sure that Galbrina has the full multiplier on this time. We have S at the top here. E ult, how much? 28k and like 23k per tick after. The kick does 120 now. Oh my god, it was not really that worth it, but it's still cool. It's fine. Unfortunately, his energy is a little bit lower now, so we don't have it fully up. Probably want closer to like 140, I think, just to have consistent uptime. But there you have it. Now, yes, you're trading off so much sub DPS, so this team overall does less damage. And you're getting maybe a 1k per hit increase in Galbrina's damage. But listen, I said my goal was to see Galbrina do the most amount of damage. And she's doing more damage, okay? So this is a win. Trust me, guys, it's a win. All right, the last thing I would do here would be to showcase to you DPS Churen. But unfortunately, believe it or not, I actually have never built a full 5-piece Sierra Gale set. So I don't really have the echoes to be exactly doing that, unfortunately. It's okay. There's one other thing that I do want to try. No, it is not pulling for copies of Churen because I'm keeping him at S0. But it is actually trying him with S6 Lupa on the team. I want to see if we can get the best of both worlds. The fusion buffs from Lupa as well as the echo and heavy attack damage buffs from Churen. And I want to see if this can make Galbrina do even more damage. Now, if you guys remember, obviously Lupa is best used in a mono fusion team. But if we do have some extra copies on her, specifically at S3, the pack hunt effect no longer requires 3 fusion resonators. So you don't have to run her on mono fusion, and she still provides a decent amount of buffs as well as a lot of sub DPS, well, technically main DPS at S6, so this should be pretty good. And I want to see if Galbrina can actually do even more damage here. So we're going to stay on the same floor 2 of the hazard, and if this does manage to do more damage, maybe we can go down to one of the other floors, get some extra buffs from the TOA, and see if we can do any more damage here. But so I think Churen's going to want to swap into Galbrina, so we're going to start with Lupa on the team here. But rotation should be pretty simple. I think she might clear the first 2 waves just by herself. Drop her E into the ultimate. Lupa herself by like alone is doing more damage than any of these characters. This is kind of crazy. Churen here does a really flashy ult into his forte, generate all of this. Gonna E into Galbrina. How much can we do here? All right, we got the S rating. Please tell me this is more damage. 35k on the initial and 28k per hit. I saw 147 there. 151. Oh my god, this is what you need. Oh my god, Lupa didn't actually get her thing, but it's fine. You just need an S6 Lupa. Oh my gosh. 35 again. 37, 30k per hit. Forget Churen, get him out of here. We just need Lupa on the team. Wait, that did actually way more than I thought. I thought it'd be maybe like 30k initial hit on the ult and like 25k after that, but Galbrina was doing some damage, bro. But if we S6 Churen, then imagine the damage. I mean, you're not wrong about that. I mean, if we did get an extra copy, a couple of copies of him, you know, yeah, we're not pulling anymore. There, if I was gonna pull, I should have just pulled for extra copies of Galbrina. Why would I go for more copies of the sub DPS who's just supposed to be supporting the main DPS. All right, hear me out though. Hear me out. Moonlight Churen plus S6 Lupa on the team. Theoretically speaking, on my account, this should give us the max amount of damage for Galbrina, right? At least I hope so. All right, we're gonna start with Lupa here. Same rotation. Drop the E into the ult. We get that hit. All right, this should be it. Please do more. No, it's still the... Was I running out on Moonlit before? Maybe I didn't connect on the Heron. Hold on. One more rotation. We gotta make sure we 100% connect on this. All right. It did connect, I think. Please do more damage. 39K! It did do more damage, yes! He's almost hitting 40K on the initial hit, and then like, what was that, 35K per tick afterwards? Okay, that's what I'm trying to see. All right, and then just for the lulz, because this TOA buff at the end is kind of absurd, let's just see what the max amount of damage with all the buffs active can do here. I believe this gives heavy attack damage bonus or something with the Tower of Adversity buff, so she should be doing a lot of damage here. Drop the ult. Make sure this connects. Okay, perfect. How much? I could not even see. All right, make sure we drop that. All right, here we go. How much? 46K, 48K per hit there. That was 151K plunge. 200K, 260K. Yeah, I think we're pretty solid here. All right, and Churen, finish us off here. Oh, not bad. Not bad. All right, YouTube, if you are watching this, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. I'm not gonna lie, I was not a Churen believer at first, but as long as he allows Galbrina to do more damage, I am content, okay? I am content, and I think this team is also pretty fun to play. Now, obviously, S6 Lupa at the very end, probably not realistic for most people, but just Churen alone compared to even S6 Lupa with the Shorekeeper team was already doing more damage. So if you were running like Mortifi before, you don't even have, you know, a Lupa to work with for maybe a mono fusion Galbrina team, he's going to be a huge upgrade for Galbrina. And if you're looking for her to do more damage, obviously he is the solution, right? But Galbrina, very, very fun character to play. I'm glad that we did end up getting another team for her, or another character for her to make her, you know, even stronger. And if she ever gets a rerun, oh, I don't know, man. She is pretty well built on my account. I think we might just have to go for a couple extra copies there. But yeah, really, really fun team to play. And of course, he might just be, I feel like I say this with every single new character that comes out, but he might just be the new coolest ore farmer that we have. What is that, bro? So thank you very, very much for watching. Thanks for making it to the end of this Galbrina showcase video part 2. Best of luck with your pulls. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Watch this. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.